It is Johnny Cash time. Let's talk about this dude. This is a type of character that has long-ranging normals. You probably want to play Johnny Cage right here. When he's right here, he lacks a strong mid, so he can easily be OS blocked, right? Which means, like, for example, you let go of block on the first high and then you block the rest, so that means that if they grab or do any other thing, like the highs I showed you, then you block it. So from up close, he struggles a little bit. But his game plan essentially is to use his, well, I mean, I was going to say an auto shimmy. I'm not sure if we can call it an auto shimmy, but he tries to shimmy you essentially. And an auto shimmy, for those who don't know, it's an attack that makes your opponent let go of blocked tech because they think you're throwing, right? If you look at like this attack compared to this, the hands extend, so you think that a grab is coming and you let go of block. Anyways, so from up close you'll see Johnny Cage's doing a lot of 1-2-1. And with this ability, and what we're going to do, we're not going to talk about every single ability. I'm just going to show you two builds that I have that I think are the best to play Johnny Cage in my opinion. First of all, Pissed Off. So this is like people think this is a command grab. This is not a real grab. A command grab is a grab, an actual grab that grabs an opponent that blocks, right? This, if blocked, it's just a special like you see now. So when you do 1-2-1, I like to use that one as the ender here. Look at this unbreakable damage. It's unbreakable because this actually breaks armor. That's a lot of unbreakable damage to get shimmied. So let's say we do put the opponent, the AI, on breakaway fast. There's no breaking away. Because before the special attack Pissed Off, you would do something like this, right? 163, 220, and that was breakable. So I think that's why I like this ender here. It's a highly damaging ender. Okay. Right, 120 compared to 70 compared to 60. Okay, you get it. So there are a couple attacks that you should use right off the bat. So his mid, the forward 4-4, not good, not hit confirmable. It's just to check your opponent, to make them block, right? To make them not OS duck, OS block the way that I showed you. Because this is, this would hit them. If you do forward 4 into 3, it's plus if you land it, but it's duckable. Be careful, it's a high. And there's actually a crushing blow if you do it from here and then land this one. But this is probably an attack you never want to use when you get a little bit better because it's so telegraphed that you're 100% going to get punished. Okay, so from here, when you're close, I showed you 1-2-1, which allows you to combo into the ender I showed you. You can also do 2-4-4, which is even more hit confirmable because you have more time to react. This is -2. What is it? This one here, -7. Which, by the way, you can do 1-2-4 for plus frames. But the problem is, again, not hit confirmable. Not really. I mean, no, I think not at all. Actually, you can't do 1-2. Well, I mean, you can do 1-2 and reacting to something else, but you're not gonna do 1-2 if it hits reacting to 1-2. If it blocks reacting to 4, that's too difficult. Anyway, so you get plus frames, but if you actually hit, it's a waste of damage. It's only +1. Not worth it in my opinion. So I would just do 1-2-1 from here. Unless you're like in the corner and the opponent is really respectful, you want those plus frames, then end with 4. You can also do 2-4-4. And there are special properties here. Look at how much spacing it creates. So from this attack, it's -2. -2 allows you to backdash after finishing your string. So you could do this, and then they come in. We've punished them like that. Or even sometimes what I do is just from here, I just resume it, right? So if I put the opponent on get up reversal, 1-2-1, so he's going to do this as soon as I'm done my string. Sometimes you're going to be able to just do it twice in a row without even moving. Depends on the character against who you play, how stubby their attack is. But it's possible, like, this Johnny Cage has an advancing high, right? This is going to be super hard for me to do it twice in a row. But you can space it out and do it like that. Or just wait and on reaction, instead of just like doing a read or just going through the motions, you wait and then you press again as soon as you see them coming. So you can do that. Let's look at another one. I'm gonna backdash. Oh yeah, this one is good. How about another one? 4-3. Look at this beauty. So you have that. You can probably do even like 1-2-1. There you go. Look at this beauty. And that's only possible because of the spacing and because it is -2. You can't do that with this one, right? This is what, -5? I'm going to try to backdash after that. It doesn't work. You're way too close. Look at how close we are. Plus you're -5. It's not going to work. Even 1-2-1. Can't work. -7. Of course, 1-2-4 is going to work for sure, right? Because you're plus. But Okay, and this works the same for this attack here, 4-3-4-4. God damn it. It's -2, I think, again. Okay, so same concept. It pushes Johnny away a little bit. You see how much he got pushed away? So I'm going to be able to... if I time him properly. Okay, it's going to be hard to time. There you go. I timed him. Or you can just... Backdash should be a little bit safer. Back 3. Let's do it again. I'm going to do 4-3 this time. Apparently not. There you go. Things like that, right? I mean, if you really want to YOLO on them. Okay. What if we jump, actually? Let's try a neutral jump. Actually, this actually might work. Oh, look at this beauty. Maybe not against Johnny Cage. Come on, I want to see some beauty. Johnny Cage. Isn't that nice? You can jump over them. Same thing goes for this one. Because it's the same frames, same pushback, I think. What if I jump backwards? Okay. Let's try to combo into it. No, okay. It would work. It depends on the character, right? The Ender is too much of an uppercut, which is why this mirror doesn't work with this demonstration. Okay. 2-4-4. Up 4 is unsafe. -17. That's why you don't see that. There are many unsafe attacks that Johnny Cage has, unsafe enders. You don't need to use them because you can hit confirm them on hit and 2 special moves, which is more damaging. And if it's on block, you just stagger it. You don't end it, right? Of course, that's basic, but the person who requested this Johnny Cage guide was trying to do this and it doesn't work. What is the string? Like, I don't do it so much that... Okay, that's why it doesn't work. He was wondering, like, why he couldn't get this move out. And I just remembered it's because it only works on a hit. And this attack, 163, it works if you have no bar. You're not going to use something else like... well, actually, that depends on the abilities you have, but... Yeah, if you have this ender, there's no use to finish it like this. But if you don't, if you have fireballs... Do I have fireballs? I have this one. This one, I mean, so... Like... Ending like this is less damaging. But anyways, yeah, that string doesn't come out unless it's on block. But we have other moves that come out on block that you don't want to use. Unless you're trying to YOLO a surprise. Like this one that I showed you. Punishable. This one. -17. Like, it's the same thing. What is this one again? This one's safe. -1. Very good. What's the pushback? No pushback. It's going to be hard to backdash. But you can get probably a poke on this because of the frames. Man, these strings, like, I never use them. So, okay, what is it? 1, like, it's 3-4, down 3. 3-4, down 3. This is punishable, right? Yeah, -11. The spacing is pretty good. You might get away with this, actually. What is this one is plus, right? Okay, this ender. It's a high. Is it duckable? Ooh. So yeah, that's why it's unsafe. What the fuck? No, did you guys see? This is crazy. Okay, if the mid hits and start, I get hit. You see? If the high touches first, I crouch, then net whiffs. What a game! What a game! Anyway, so yeah, this high is duckable in some instances, which is why it's not very safe to end like this. If you really want to be safe, you're just gonna stagger it, right? This is good. -1. There's no. What, you want to get the +1? Look at the spacing. I mean, you're gonna... Actually, you're gonna whiff. Just keep it here. Like that, right? Move around, poke, do something. That's how I play Johnny Cage, essentially. The footsies that I showed you. Backdashing. There's one more thing. So, okay, in this build, I have Rising Star and I have Low Force Ball. Right, Low Force Ball, you don't want to use it as an ender because... Look at the frames. -11, what is it on amp? Okay, +6. It's okay, it's a mid. Is it duckable? It's not gonna be a duckable, is it? Never know, this game is crazy. Oh yeah, that's the thing, it's duckable because of the range, even though it's a mid. So that's why you don't want to end it with that. Because someone can just let go of block, bang, bang, bang. So this is more of a zoning tool. If let's say you play Sonya or something, and you want to zone her because you're scared of her rings, you would use this move. Which, by the way, like, look at how plus it was. I just noticed that now. +13, which is why, like, it's so hard to win a zoning war against Johnny Cage if he has this move. It's extremely difficult. It's like one of the best zoning tools in the game. Now let's talk about Rising Star. Right, this one got nerfed hard after a tournament. Look at the amount of meter it takes. 1D and 1 offensive bar. It's like it's used for a couple different things. Usually you'll see it used in combos, inside combos, but also to poke, right? On pokes. Which, by the way, sometimes I don't even amp it and I don't even get punished because they assume like the follow-up will come. It's only, I say only, but it's minus 14. From time to time, you're going to get away with this. But anyways, not against good players. This resets neutral, which is good for Johnny, right? Because he wants to be here. Look at where we are from here. The problem is, are you going to want to use one full, like 2 bars for this? I am not sure at all. Like, we have like Cetrion who resets neutral for free. But anyways, that's that. Now I want to talk about this other build. Pissed Off and Say Cheese. Now since I removed the zoning tool, automatically he gets this zoning tool, which is actually important for him. I think only Joker can duck this on block by simply crouching now. And I'll show you later, but so let's say this guy crouches, because no, these are highs, right? So let's say we stance hold. Ooh, not just Joker apparently. I was wrong. Wait, when you amp it... Wait, that works? This game. Okay, so I guess it works. Okay, so it's highs, but... What? No, it doesn't work? It's the breathing hitbox thing. Again. You see how Johnny moves up and down? If he's down and I throw it, it whiffs. If he's going up, then I hit him. God damn this game. God damn this game! Anyways, so apparently against another Johnny or against Joker... Joker, it always whiffs, but I guess... Anyways, the point of this is that when you are fighting someone and you end with this, right? The mind game is, are you actually going to end at -2 right here so that the other person wants to take their turn back? Or are you going to throw this on him? This used to be plus. Now it's supposed to be -2 and I see him +1 because his game is crazy. No, it's not -2. It's... I've been thinking this was -2 the whole time. It's +1. It used to be way more plus, but now it's just... a little bit plus, and you reset neutral again, you are exactly where you want to be. And they're mind games because when they're used to you throwing this at them, they have to react to you not throwing, and it's only -2, which gives you an advantage. So by the time they react, you might be right here, and they're going to advance, and then you're going to kick them in the shin, right? So like if I get this, it's going to be hard to record, but... There you go. Things like that, right? And then when they're not used to it anymore, you still had an advantage because the mind games, you know what you're going to do, they don't know, they have to react. So that's why it's in your advantage. You could do, you know, Johnny Cage is what they do sometimes. They poke. Like this AI is reacting as fast as, no, on the first frame it's moving, but computer, like a human wouldn't be like this, right? So there are things you can do. You can even like try to punch after. Poking is always good with Johnny because, which by the way, his pokes, you might not know this, but 11 frames, that's the worst hit advantage for pokes in the game. It used to be 12, I thought. Maybe if I'm closer. Wow, I thought it was 12. And usually when you do down 3, the animation is like they stand because their shin hurts. Not this guy. Which is terrible because the other animation is so much easier to react to than this. Like down 1, 11 frames. Oh. Which is why with Johnny, you just do down 4, 17 frames. Whoops. 4-3 is 14 frames. It's a jail. And I'll prove it by getting this guy to duck. He doesn't have time to duck. It's a jail. So when you get this, and I have to be a little bit faster. Holy crap. Then you get this, right? And you can always check them with the mid if they duck and YOLO. And you've been missing, let's say I do it like that and I miss and I get caught, you can make them focus and not let go of block by throwing your mid out there, right? Obviously. Okay, yes, it reaches. But anyways, so you get this, that's a gel. We're going to talk a little bit about Say Cheese, which takes 2 slots, unfortunately. But this is good for unbreakable damage, which is just, before we get into that, these attacks, Johnny is like the king of whiffing because when he whiffs, he is stuck in this animation for a while, you see? This is much more significant than, especially like these ones are advancing at least. But if you're stuck like this whiffing in the air. Oh my god. And these are like die-lands, right? So you have to do 4-3-2-2 for the whole thing to come out. Otherwise, 4-3, 4-3-2. Did I say 2-2? I meant 4-4. 4-3-4, nothing comes out. And again, it's not a big problem when you're good at this game, but if you just start, it might be a little bit tricky, especially since the kicks, 1, 2, 3, there are 3 kicks after, even though you press 4 only twice. That's a bit confusing. And 4-3 as a stagger is actually pretty good, like this attack into here. And I don't know about you guys, but his grab seems to come out like so fast for some reason, right? It's hard to tech. I don't know, just me. Let's go back to this attack. So there's a crushing blow if you whiff it 3 times in a row. If you do like twice like this, and then one time you hit him but he blocks, or you get him on hit, the next time you do it, you see there's no crushing blow. So 3 times have to be in the air in a row, and then there's going to be a crushing blow. And it combos, right? And he stays stuck in animation for a while, which is what this move does. You just stay stuck in animation. And the reason why this is stronger, you want to spend 2 bars on this instead of the nut punch, which doesn't even take 1 slot, is because you're gonna get combos that do more damage, and it's unbreakable damage if you want. So for example, if I do something like 300 unbreakable, all of that, and that's just 1 bar. Now jumping after this is hard, right? A little bit, because you don't reach. So you have to actually take 1 step forward, just a tiny step, and then here you go. So it takes practice. If you're uncomfortable, just don't even get the jump in. Just keep it normal and simple. I didn't even get the ender. So that's why you want this attack. And if you just go for the full combo and they don't have bar and you launch them, it still does more damage because you get a jump in. 312. It's not that much more than keeping it unbreakable, right? So 312. What was the other one? $300. And I get 300 because of this special move. Otherwise, the damage would not be as high. But if you're really trying to get 10 more damage, it's up to you. It's a little bit more difficult. Every little bit of damage matters, so if they don't have bar, launch them and do what the combo I just did. Along with Joker, Johnny is the only one that can special cancel his fatal blow, which by the way, when you special cancel, you have to... What I do is I click right trigger and left trigger at the same time, but then when I just do it once, I keep my finger on left trigger the whole time, and I let go of right trigger. Otherwise, sometimes what might happen is that you might just block like this. It's easier too than just clicking once, right? So just hold left trigger when you cancel it. It actually combos too, but like on block, it's pressure. It's not real pressure though, because it's -10. Like I don't know all the frames of all the moves with the cancel, but regardless, like the follow-up is going to be a high. So you can't down to him after that. It's not like Joker, which might follow up with a forward 1 and has real pressure because then he can grab you for a crushing blow. So Johnny's cancel is way better just on hit. So see the damage a bit higher here, 331. With this build, you can probably do it higher and unbreakable. Meh, I guess not. Okay. Now here, when you have the variation 2, the standard variation, the sunglasses, you can get a crushing blow in there as well. So that would be a better build for canceling, but that's not the build I have. Okay guys, I think that's it for Johnny Cage. Peace.